Hi everybody, I'm back. It's Kelly. Today is January 22nd, maybe even 23rd. I'm not sure, but it's Tuesday, though. Like about 10 days before I get on the plane with my son and go on this trip I've been talking about for a while. We are moving to the DR, Dominican Republic, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Not specifically to the DR. In fact, that just came up by chance about a year and a half ago. But I've always wanted to live an international life and live overseas and raise a family overseas and all that kind of thing. I mean, many years ago, I remember dreaming about little baby running naked on the beach and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I really did not know how that was going to happen or even whether that would happen until very recently. Quick backstory, about a year and a half ago, I stumbled upon a website that for an organization that does study abroad and teach abroad programs, and I was interested in that. I've done a little bit of teaching before, but not really a lot. I'm not like a big time credentialed teacher, but I've done some. And so this organization had programs in Thailand and Chile and Spain and all over the place. But most of them were for an entire year. And because I am a single parent of, well, divorced, whatever, parent of a little boy, I wasn't comfortable deciding to leave, to take him and go someplace that I'd never been, possibly. I mean, I've been to some places, but I hadn't been to some of these places for a whole year, and, you know, it just was too much. So there was one location where there was a teach abroad opportunity for the summer, and that happened to be the Dominican Republic. And I was like, well, cool, I can go down there and teach, and at the university, and, you know, it's sponsored, well, I had to pay for it, so it wasn't sponsored in that way, but in other words, that the university had a relationship with the organization, and yada yada yada. So I went. It was amazing. We spent 3 months in the Caribbean and traveled all over the place, had a great time, and I found a place in the country that I thought I could come back here and spend some time. And overall, the whole country honestly did not appeal to me that much because I find it to be pretty dirty. And, you know, they've got some issues down there. Every place has its issues, but I wasn't in love with it. Like some people just think whatever, a particular place is wonderful. Until I got to one little area that I really did fall in love with. So fast forward, another opportunity came up. This is January now, so back in October, I have a contract that is still in existence with a community college district here where I live, and they sent me on a trip to the Dominican Republic to do some recruiting of students down there to come to California, hopefully, and go to school here. So that was my second time doing business in the education field in this country, and after spending about almost 2 weeks back and forth across the country, going to schools, I took a little time and went back to my little favorite spot down there just to double check. And by now I'd looked at some schools because I thought about, you know, is there any possible way I could live there with my son? And several months after that, I ended up getting an offer to teach at this little school. It's a little bilingual school. My son goes to a bilingual school here where we live in California. He's been there it's his 5th year now, so he's fine in the language. When we went the summer before, he was able to go to day camp there and do swimming lessons, and so, you know, he's ready. And I'm saying all that to say that this has been something that I've been working on for a while. It is not just a blind leap, like, hey, let's just go do it and see what happens. I mean, I cannot do that now that I've got a child, and wouldn't necessarily do it at this point in my life. Anyway, if I were 26, I might, and I've done some things like that before. I was telling a friend recently that in looking through some old boxes and preparing to leave and like really getting rid of some stuff, I all kinds of letters and postcards and things I'd, you know, sent home and received from friends that I'd met overseas from like the 80s. I mean, way back. I've been wanting to do this thing and have been doing this international thing for a long time. There's some guy in Holland wrote me a letter in like 1986. I have no idea who this person is, but evidently I made a friend when I was there, and so we corresponded. So anyway, I keep saying that these videos, there's two purposes to this. One is to chronicle this journey, this experience, and to show what it's like for an average person like me to decide to, you know, jump off the continent and, well, not technically the continent, but, you know, leave the country and do something different with a child in particular, which gives it another kind of a dynamic. And two, what is two? What is two? Two is to encourage people, whether it's traveling or running a marathon, or you want to lose 50 pounds or whatever you want to do. It's going to involve some moments, at the very least, where you feel like you're not really sure if what you're doing is the right thing. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to feel like this sucks. I want to quit. I'm nervous. I'm tired. Do I have enough courage? Do I have enough stamina? Do I have enough money? Do I have enough whatever it takes to get it done? And so I'm just going to walk through it and document that. And I feel like, first of all, I feel like underneath, even though I've had some anxiety, today's not a high anxiety day, but I've definitely had some days where I was like, oh my gosh, really worried. In particular, I did a video, I think yesterday, when I sold my car. That made me very nervous, because that's like the last big chunk item I have, and it kind of represents having a livelihood, being able to get around. But I'm just walking through that in this series of videos, and hopefully, and I really do believe that underneath, that's what I was saying, underneath the anxiety, I have a core of belief and damn near certainty that everything's going to be great, like really wonderful. And so that'll be fun to see that too, from where you see me early in the morning after I drop my son off at the carpool, not looking fabulous in any of my videos, being very, very regular. I'm not trying to be anything other than who I really am day to day. This is how I look. Like it or not, this is me. To when I get someplace, when I get to where we're going, to the Dominican, I even look tired, gosh, because I wake up almost every night with my mind going, and so that's why I look not very well rested, because I'm not. Anyway, but I expect I'm going to look better soon. When the sun's beating down on me, and I'm feeling happy, and I've had a couple of rum drinks maybe one day. Anyway, so that's why I'm doing this, because I do hope that somewhere out there, maybe someone shares a video, maybe someone knows me and sees it and feels like, wow, oh my God, I know her. She's been talking about this for years and she did it. My girl is the shit. Whatever. I hope that it helps somehow. For a long time I've said I wanted to do something that was meaningful and that would help someone. And maybe this is it. I don't know. Maybe it's still ahead of me. Maybe it's something I've already done that somewhere along the line is helping somebody. So I don't know, but I was encouraged to do this video, this vlog video series by a woman I know here in California. And, you know, I had thought, actually, I'm a lawyer, I do entertainment law, and I thought about doing an entertainment law kind of series. And she's like, well, instead of that, why don't you just document what you're about to do? Because that's a big deal and you can really help people. So that's what this is. One day I'll actually put on some makeup and try to make myself look better and present something a little different, and maybe that'll be nice too. But in the meantime, this is what's real. And I think what I do like about doing it just like this is that I'm not giving any bullshit to people, like trying to look cute all the time or feel great all the time or present myself as having it all together, because it's very much day to day, and I don't know. I mean, I have a sense, and I definitely have things lined up, and I've talked about being prepared. I feel very well prepared. You know, I've prepared myself for years. I've studied and worked and traveled and practiced and all that kind of stuff. So this is not just me, like I said, taking a blind leap. But still, even with all that, I get fucking scared and tired and don't know all the answers and don't have, you know, I don't have a backup person to turn to and go, hey, honey, can you put some more money in my account, please? Or, hey, rich dad, or whatever. It's just me out here believing and trusting, and that's what I believe it's all about. So that's my video for this Tuesday morning. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.